Yo, what's popping off, my people on the internet? And today we're going to be going through this Pikachu illustrator card. Now, this card has been going insane lately to the point where it's worth over $1 million. Now, this is the PSA 9 version. I know there's a PSA 10 version. I believe it's by the guy named Mr. Fuji, I believe, owns that one. But we're going to be going through this one here. So it's the PSA 9. This came out 2016. He's saying it's worth... I haven't watched this video, so... let's get into it and react to this bad boy.
Hey everyone, this is SM Pratt, and it's time to talk about the Pokemon card. And by the Pokemon card, I mean the Pokemon card. This is the Pikachu illustrator card. It is the most valuable Pokemon card and one of the most valuable trading cards in the entire world.
That card is absolutely insane.
This video will be a comprehensive guide for the Pikachu illustrator card. I will give you a close-up view of my personal copy behind me. That'll be the first ever authentic illustrator featured on YouTube. Also, for the first time ever, I will reveal the sales price of a PSA 9 Mint illustrator. I'll also give you as much history, knowledge, and experience I've had with this card. To put that in better perspective, I personally graded every single PSA 9 Mint example of the illustrator. I either own it, have it for sale, or have sold it. So beginning with history, this card was only awarded to the winners of the 1998 illustration contest in Japan. Wow. In order to win that contest, you needed to be a Japanese...
So that's crazy. So back then, they were giving out... Even back then, they were giving out these prize cards. So from the beginning, and they still do it now and things like that. I don't know if they are still doing these illustrator competitions. If not, Pokemon, step up your game and keep doing them.
In 1998, submit your artwork to the contest, and if your artwork was chosen as one of the winning entries, you receive this card. Why I emphasize this process is to also highlight the fact that no, your kid does not own this card. They did not trade for it at recess. You do not have this card sitting in an attic. It's not something you accidentally acquired. This is something you can only purchase in a specific way for a specific price. This has always been a five-figure item. In fact, the first public sale of this card was in the year 2000, and it sold for over $20,000.
That guy, whoever sold it, is absolutely hitting himself right now. Like, oh my god, $20,000.
Recently, a PSA 9 example of this card sold for $50,000. Damn. That is more than any other Pokemon card has ever sold for until another copy sold for.
Now, when you think about that, $50,000 for this card here, you can buy so many cards now. A lot of the first edition Holos PSA 10s going for over $50,000, especially Charizard. Like, it's selling for like what, Logic Water for over $300K. Like, oh my gosh, the market's insane.
For more. So this is hands down the most valuable Pokemon card in the entire hobby. Nothing comes close.
You need to get that out of your house.
Because of its high price tag and extreme notoriety, there are a ton of forgeries out there on the market. So if you see a card that is not graded by PSA,
that's true,
it is not authentic.
Or
it's that simple. There's absolutely no reason to not grade your card with PSA if it is truly an authentic copy. Even if you're one of the original winners from the actual contest, you should grade your card with PSA. Even if it gets PSA 1, which is the lowest possible rating, it will be more valuable and more authentic than an ungraded example.
That's facts.
So with that said, let's take a look here at the card behind me. And like I said before, this is the first time an illustrator card has ever been featured on YouTube.
He's got another one. What's this one?
So this is my personal Pikachu illustrator card. I purchased this
lucky man
in 2011, which is 5 years ago now.
How much you paid for it?
It was also the first ever PSA 9 example graded. It's the first mint copy graded.
PSA 1 and that would still go for a shit ton.
This exact card is the stock image for Bulbapedia. Bulbapedia is the Pokemon Encyclopedia webpage. I'm sure most people have come across it at some point. If you go there and search Pikachu Illustrator, this will be the exact card you will see with the exact same holo pattern.
Got that Charmander in the back as well.
So for those who don't fully understand why this card is so collectible, why it's so sought after, from a collecting standpoint, from an aesthetic standpoint,
wasn't Squirtle in that thing.
The older Japanese promos do a very good job of emphasizing the release through the artwork. So what I mean is,
like, artwork back then was so simplistic. Now you got all these rainbow cards and things. I mean, it's absolutely cool. Like, don't get me wrong. But back then, it was so simple, as in how they were just making these cards, well, not making them, but the designs behind them and things like that. It's just crazy how things change.
This card was specifically printed for the winners of the illustration contest. So you have artwork here of Pikachu with a pen and paintbrush drawing Charmander. You also have the word illustrator here at the top. You have this unique pen. All these attributes are unique to this card alone. Also on top of that, the card features the double star rarity here at the bottom.
Ooh.
That is only featured on the higher end trophy cards, such as the SSB cards.
Damn, those would sell for a crap ton as well.
And the trophy Pikachu cards. And the TMB trophy cards as well.
Wow.
Outside of the illustrator, those trophy cards are the highest end items in Pokemon. And they all feature that double star rarity.
Doesn't get much better than that, ladies and gentlemen.
Something that I think sports collectors and or non-sports collectors that are cross collectors that are interested in this card don't understand is that the illustrator has a maximum amount of 20 to 39 copies awarded. That's the maximum potential amount awarded. That's not the amount that actually exists today.
Because some of these people would have lost them.
Very difficult to even acquire an authentic example of this card, let alone one that is in mint condition. The only other subtle tidbit I can think of is on these authentic illustrators and the authentic higher end trophy cards or older Japanese holo cards, they have this almost three-dimensional border here.
It's
so the border of the illustration,
card. There's no doubt about that.
It makes the holo pattern and or illustration of Pikachu look recessed or 3D, if you will. Somewhat similar to Mario 64, where you can just jump right in there. That's what this illustration looks like to me. In fact, it's better illustrated here with the trophy Pikas. If you look at that number 2, that number 3 trainer, it looks like the border around the illustration is almost three-dimensional. That's something you will see on the authentic examples.
People who actually created Pokemon are just absolute geniuses. Like, there's no doubt about that.
And get a good look at that holo pattern. It should be the...
Is there a swell?
Galaxy/Cosmo holo pattern that is the standard for the Japanese cards. The only other tidbit I can think of is if you look at the back here.
Yeah.
This is the standard Japanese back from the 90s.
Why didn't get a 9 and not a...
Till about 2000, 2001.
10.
About 2001, 2002. They changed the back to this template here.
There we go.
So this is
if you get that back, it's worth more.
Old back template. This is what you should see on the illustrator card because it was printed in 1998.
I wonder if there's any... See if there's any fakes on eBay.
Let me give you one more close-up look.
I mean, man, this card is...
There you have it. That's the most valuable card in the entire hobby, the PSA 9 Pikachu
Still is up there.
card.
I mean, the 10's worth a little bit more, but wow. Well, that's going to cap off the video, guys. Thank you guys for watching, and peace out.